This particular home is actually a good combination of architecture and landscape which weaves into one entity. It's a home where there are a lot of multiple green layers which in turn acts as the curtains for the entire multiple volumes which is actually in the house. The walls get dissolved into the living reality of the house also. Be it the vegetation around, be it the landscape around, forms as a veil which covers all these built volumes. So that's why it's called as veiled volumes. Hi, this is architect Pradeep from Warp Architects, Coimbatore. Join me for an exclusive home tour of veiled volumes in Coimbatore. Here we wanted to have a very good home which was tucked in silence. Located at a locality called Kalapati, which is slightly off from the city. We met this client post-COVID, so he was staying in a 10 to 12 cents property earlier. So when he approached us, his main requirement was he wanted a bigger plot. The reason being, of course, like as everyone know, during COVID, being in a small house, so they wanted to move to a larger area, plot area where they can have a lot of green spaces. So he had chose a plot which is about 70 cents in total, which is roughly 30,000 square feet. So the whole site is actually sloping towards south. For Vastu, we had to fill the whole site by another 2 to 3 feet, and we had to raise the plinth by another 3-4 feet actually. So we had a nice buffer in the front. Let's say 1/4 of the site was left empty and balance the 3/4 was tucked inside the complete site.
So as we come into the house through the gate, we wanted to tuck the building slightly inside the site so that it kind of immaculates the building height and also emphasize on the landscape that opens towards the architectural build form. As one moves through the foyer, this space acts as a transition and becomes the most connective part of the house. This particular space we wanted to have lighter flooring and want to make the space more brighter and lighter.
So as soon as you enter the foyer area, towards the left is this formal living, which opens out into a nice larger outdoor area. Completely divided the whole house into 3 different zones. Zone 1, that's more of public. The second zone, the central zone, which is more of semi-private, and the rear portion, which is more of private zone. There are 3 different zones. So the very first discussion that we had with client was he wanted a nice double height core space, which is the dining and the living space combined together. So we had larger, bigger openings in the house. Say, for example, the double height space, almost 70-80% of the walls were all open. Client was very persistent on closing those particular walls, and he was very skeptical about keeping it until end of the project. But once when landscape came in, he said he was happy about it. So when it comes to flooring for all the common spaces, the formal living, informal living, dining, puja, and all these common spaces, we went with the bigger format tiles. It's all satin finish tile. That's what we have used it on the floor. The tile that we have used it in all common spaces, it's all from a brand called Kajaria that we have used it here. I mean, being from Coimbatore, in our particular region, people do generally believe in Vastu. In Vastu, it gives a good space to locate 2 courtyards, which is one on the eastern side, which is the open to sky courtyard, which houses the swimming pool. We have given a 16 feet by 35 feet wide deck, an outdoor deck, which also has an outdoor living and also has an outdoor dining also. But I can see, the clients are not preferring the inside, and they prefer more to sit outside and to use the living and the dining outside, which is there. There's a nice courtyard which also has a swimming pool, which is open to sky. On western side, it's more of a private courtyard which houses the bar area and a small swing portion, which is on the western side. There's a small puja here, which is facing east. So when there's light coming in the morning, this actually hits this puja also. So that's why we wanted to place the puja here. But the key was to give a good cross ventilation for the central zone, which is the double height portion. And we should not be getting a lot of heat also into the house. Eastern side and western side, we have given deeper decks so that it will cut down the heat, and of course it will bring in light also. Of course, the wind ventilation goes through this, and we have a good cross ventilation for this space. When you get in, this complete zone becomes like a private block. This is the kitchen block, and this is the master bedroom block. And even for bedroom, there's another deck here by which people will be able to connect to this particular west landscape here. And this becomes the transition zone, which has the lift and the staircase, which leads to other floors. So on first floor, you can come through the staircase or through the lift. This portion forms master bedroom, which is on south. Even this particular master bedroom from southwest also has connection towards the western courtyard. And there's one more master bedroom on northwest corner. And this northwest master bedroom also has connection towards the northern courtyard, which is here. So after this, there's one small study and a library space which is here. And this complete front portion is the terrace zone, which is on the first floor. And this central portion is the double height zone, which also has a connecting corridor from this rear portion master bedrooms to the front portion master bedroom. So of course, all the bedrooms and all, it's all placed in one corner. So it has cross ventilation. It has two set of windows on each walls.
The second floor is accessed privately through a dedicated lift. The second floor is envisioned as an exclusive private realm for the client, designed to host intimate gatherings and private celebration. The level offers a sense of seclusion while seamlessly connecting to the outdoor space. So the terrace garden is just an extended space from the entertainment space. So when you have larger gatherings, it can spread to the outdoor terrace garden. So the material palette, we've gone with darker colors using acrylic and black.
And even for the second floor, the dark looking tile, the black tile also, we've taken it from Kajaria. As our firm's vision, it was always has to be a human-centric approach. We always wanted to connect people, nature and their programs, so that's how we wanted to design the whole space. I can see the clients using more outdoor spaces than the indoor spaces actually. That's a good takeaway, because we feel the intention of the project is achieved, is what we personally feel.